The Death of Napoleon. On May 5th, 1821 AD, Napoleon Bonaparte died in exile on the island of St. Helena at the age of 51. During the last 6 years of his life, he lived on the tiny island surrounded by the British Navy in case he tried to escape from exile again. Unlike his first exile on the island of Elba, he spent most of the time alone or in the company of a few of his loyal followers. He lived in dilapidated conditions, but Napoleon always insisted on wearing his uniform during social gatherings, dinners, and get-togethers. During the last years of his life, he wrote a book on Julius Caesar, a man whom he admired, and he also dictated his memoirs. He also learned the English language so he could read British newspapers, books, and communicate better with his captors. In his spare time, he loved playing solitaire. But as the years dragged along, and imprisoned on a tiny island, he became sicker and sicker due to the weather and harsh conditions of his living arrangements. His mental state grew worse because of this, and his friends being sent away from the island drove him nearly mad. In the last months of his life, Napoleon was bedridden and became religious once again. He was baptized a Roman Catholic as a child, and he had a priest, Father Ange Biglani, at his deathbed who heard his last confessions while he performed his final rites. Napoleon died on May 5th. His last words were allegedly, "France, the army, head of the army, Josephine." An autopsy was performed after his death, and to this day, nobody really knows how Napoleon died. Some believe that he died from stomach cancer like his father, Carlo Bonaparte, while others say that he was slowly poisoned to death by his captors, while others believe he died from arsenic poisoning from the wallpaper molding over in his dilapidated living conditions. In his will, Napoleon wanted to be buried on the banks of the River Seine, but the British government insisted that he be buried on St. Helena. His body lay there until 1840 when French King Louis Philippe got permission from the British government to bring Napoleon's body back to France. After his corpse was exhumed, it was given a state funeral on December 15, 1840. His body laid in a mausoleum inside St. Jerome's Chapel until his tomb was built. On April 2, 1861, his body was transferred into a newly designed tomb in a ceremony presided by his nephew, Napoleon III.